So at the tail end of my last lecture on Chapter 12, I had some misinformation. I realized there was still Chapter 13 to cover before you take your Tab 5 quiz. So Chapter 5 is on the importance of evaluating speeches. So why is evaluating speeches important? Because it is a good thing, meaning that the more you evaluate a speech, the stronger it's going to make you, the stronger of a speaker it's going to make you, and the more it's going to help you develop being a more conscious audience member and being a more conscious speaker. It is going to help improve your critical thinking skills. It's going to build your confidence, because the more you see other people doing things wrong, and that the more you recognize that, the more you're going to realize what you are able to do and ways that you can improve to become a stronger speaker. So overall, it's just going to make you a better communicator. So things to consider when you're evaluating a speech. You want to take into consideration the speech's message, which is probably the most important thing. So what is the speaker telling you? What information are they sharing with you? And then secondarily, the speaker's presentation. So were they confident? Did they establish credibility? Were their speaking skills strong? So when you give a speech yourself, the 4 people that could potentially evaluate your speech would be you, which is called reflexivity. So that's when you evaluate your own speech. The audience, so whoever is watching your speech. The instructor, so yes, I will be evaluating your speeches. That's my job as an instructor of a public speaking course, and then your classroom peers if they were to watch your speech. Now, because this is an online class, other people will be less likely to watch your speech. It will more likely be just me and anybody you choose to show your speech to. So this is a pretty short chapter. But overall, it's just important for you to realize that evaluation is something that people do. It is something that's going to happen, and it is the reason why people fear public speaking as much as they do, because they don't want to be evaluated. They don't want to be judged. However, the way I choose to look at it is evaluation is not judging. Evaluation is going to help you realize what skills you need to continue to work on in order to be a strong public speaker. I want you to be as successful of a speaker as you can be. The best way to do that is for you to give speeches and for somebody, whether it's me or somebody else, to tell you areas that you can improve on until you are the strongest public speaker you can be. I have been giving speeches for over 10 years, and I still get evaluated, and I still am given things that I can improve on. And all that continues to do is make me a stronger speaker. And once we address head on and you jump in and you get your first few evaluations and you realize that they are not going to destroy you, that they are not negative, but instead constructive and helpful, the better you get at receiving evaluations and the better you get at improving your skills to become the amazing speakers you are all capable of being. So this is a super short chapter and a super short lecture, but something that's very important. Evaluation will happen of your speeches. You will have to do an evaluation yourself. As a matter of fact, this chapter leads into the perfect next assignment I'm going to be assigning you, which is going to be the analysis of a speech. So please check the next tab underneath this, which is the assignment for your major paper in this class, which is where you are going to be required to watch a speech online through YouTube and evaluate it for the qualities that it has for the speakers. So it's going to be your own analysis, your own evaluation of another speaker. I am not going to have you evaluate speeches of your classmates. Instead, I'm going to give you a list of other speakers that you can analyze for their message and for their presentational qualities. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this lecture, and now is the time to take the Chapter 5 quiz. Good luck with that, and I will be back soon with your Tab 6 lecture, which is covering just Chapter 14, which is your informative speech, which will then lead us into assigning your informative speech, which is the next major speech you will be giving in this class.